Hi guys, I haven't been on in a while because I just haven't had much to really talk about. So I just got here to Laverne, Alabama to this Marzetti's. So I'm here. Got to wait till 6 a.m. It is 2:30 right now. So I got a few hours to wait. So I'll probably lay down and take a nap, watch TV, whatever. Maybe make a video. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself, but um, I'm basically going to um, chill out. Do a 10 hour. They told me to go ahead and do a 10-hour break when I got here, or start one, and just try to creep into a dock when I got here, and they'll try to get me a load heading back to Iowa when I after I get unloaded and my 10's over. So yeah, I just got here a couple minutes ago. I tried to go check in. There's not even the office open, and somebody showed up, said, "You truck driver?" Yeah, they don't open till 6 a.m. So I gotta wait till 6 a.m. to make my delivery. But just chilling out. Bought this bandana to go with this shirt here. So kind of matches this shirt. Thought it was cool, so I got it so I could have matching stuff. The weird thing is, it it does have a little more that comes down, but it was all bowing out, really weird like. Let me see if it's still doing it. Yeah, look at that. Has this stuff, this lip, and it's not coming straight on. So I don't know why it's doing that. It looks weird having this part here. That's why I had it folded underneath. So I don't know, I'll try it for a while. Maybe it just needs a couple washings or whatever to tighten that part up. But it'll work. Anyhow, still getting over whatever sickness I had this past week. I'm just about over it. I just got a little bit of a cough left. And that's about it. So get a cough drop. One of these Halls, regular Halls. So I was sick. My daughter was sick. My stepdaughter got sick. And as far as I know, my wife and my youngest daughter still have not gotten sick. But my youngest went into school because we kept Elena home from school because she's sick. And Gabby went in and told her teachers that she was sick. She's more or less a parent and just going in and was trying to tell her teacher that I'm sick. And so they went in and took her temperature and stuff. She was fine. I called my wife and she explained to her No, she's just being that way because her sister's sick and everything. She's all about whatever her sister's into. Because Gabby emulates whatever copies, whatever Elena likes for the most part, Gabby will like. So, anyway. So, I have no idea which set of docks to this place I'm going to be going to. But it's not a real big place. I'm parked out here in the street. I'm parked behind this guy. And there's another truck back there. And for some reason there's this big old gap between them. I don't know why. But around the bend there's docks that are on the other side of the building that way, where I would be facing towards where those trailers are at, like that trailer right there. I would be facing that, and then there's docks over here toward right there, and those docks are facing that way, complete opposite of each other. And I am not sure which set of docks I'm going to be unloading yet, but there won't be anybody here till at least 6. My appointment time is 9, and so I don't know. I can't know. I don't know. Alright, we will certify this log. And then I gotta go on this log. I'm gonna go edit this stupid thing. They got this set up weird. I want to edit this log, but it's not certified, so should be able to come down here and edit this stupid thing. But only, why is it not giving me the other? Normally there's a list and you select the one you want to edit. Weird. It's not letting me do it. I just wanted to flag the post trip, but weird. Should let me go in here. Should be able to scroll up to it. There it is. It's letting me do it now. Edit. I just want to add the remark of post trip. Save. Okay, got that done. So, yeah. definitely has been different for me being a solo driver this past, ever since I left Alan Ritchie, because I've had to do things. I've had a lot more to deal with than what I'm really used to. Because before, I didn't have to worry about sliding tandems, getting weights right. Didn't have to worry about split sleeper berth stuff, which I've never really had to do too much with that, because I've always either ran dedicated routes where it was all kind of laid out, so I was always doing the same thing all the time. I didn't have to worry about that. It's either dedicated solo or team routes for the most part, and so things like split sleeper berth is not something I've ever really had to deal with, so I don't fully understand the split sleeper. I'm starting to get it a little better now that I've had to actually use it a little bit here lately. And so, pretty simple and straightforward. So if you stop for 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours, then you either got 8 or 7 hours left that you take in the sleeper berth later on. And those 2 or 3 hours can be of your short break, can either be sleeper berth or off duty, it doesn't matter, but it pauses your time for a little while at least. And then when you go to finish out your drive time, you only really have to take whatever's left over of a 10-hour chunk, but you have to take at least 2 or 3 hours either sleeper berth or off duty, and then you can take the other 7 or 8. So I haven't quite, it took me a little while to wrap my brain around that. A lot of drivers are getting all complicated in their head, but now that I kind of know the stipulations on it, I understand it a little bit better. It's still getting a little wonky in my head, but it's pretty much straightforward, easy to understand. So it'll be interesting to see what load they give me to get back to Iowa. And my GPS had me taking a lot of weird back highways to get down here to Laverne, Alabama, to this place. So we'll see how I wind up going back to Iowa and what load they give me to go back. I wonder if I'll get loaded out of this place or not, or if I'll be going somewhere else. I have no idea what they got in store for me. I doubt that they've assigned me anything, and it won't be till they get in the morning that they'll get something. But pretty much getting the truck set up. I've got a case of water down here underneath the seat. I got my trucker's map underneath on top of that case of water. Case of bottles of tea right right there. It's hard to see. They got that fridge that they installed. They mounted that TV last week. I need to shut my cupboards. I forgot. I didn't realize I left them cupboards open. I need to shut those. Got the microwave right there. And then more cupboards up there. That's pretty much where I keep my clothes. And one of the cabinets keep my seasonings. And I use this chest freezer. It's called the Wolf Box. And I have that set for -8 degrees. And I use that as a deep freeze to keep things I want to keep frozen. So it's kind of nice having both. And I got a coffee pot, a skillet, and Road Pro to go. So I've got options for making food on the truck, and so I always try to get myself set up on the truck so that I am not so dependent on going to a truck stop to get food options from a truck stop. Though I want to try to make it so that I can pretty much just go to wherever I'm delivering or picking up and hang out there and everything I need. So that the only thing that I am looking for is to make sure that when I go to these places, all I need to make sure is that I have access to a bathroom. So the only time I need to go to a truck stop is for showers and fuel. And that way it opens my options up so I don't have to mess around with being dependent on being at a truck stop all the time. So, but I got to a Love's earlier this morning in Tennessee and took my 10-hour break there. And when I got in there, there was only like a handful of trucks in there. And there was a truck in there that was parked with its curtains closed, and I was coming around the side and it was parked here, so I saw its passenger side first, and I noticed that it had a flat tire, a flat drive tire. I didn't notice whether any of the trailer tires were flat, but I did notice that one of its passenger side drive tires was flat, and when I got past it and looked back at it, both its outside drive tires on the driver's side were flat. So that driver, I don't know if the driver knows that he has 3 flat tires, or if he ran over a bunch of stuff and doesn't realize it, and he's going to wake up and have a bad day to start out with, because he's going to find out real quick that he's got 3 flat tires. That really sucks. I would not want to be that driver. And I didn't know whether I should knock on the door and tell the guy or just leave him be. I let him be. Chances are the guy already knows he's got 3 flat tires. Either that, or who knows, maybe someone fucked with him. Maybe someone went over there and stabbed his tires or deflated his tires or whatever. Who knows what happened there, but it was just really peculiar seeing a truck parked backed into a spot with its curtains closed and having 3 flat drive tires that I could physically see. I could just see those 3 outside drive tires flat. So feel sorry for the guy, because that Love's was not one of those Love's that has a tire shop out there. So he's gonna be, I don't know if, you know, whether or not he's an owner operator, he's gonna have to either have his company or he himself is or she, who knows, is going to have to call and get a tire service to come there, because there's no way he's going to be able to limp down the road. I doubt there was any tire shops nearby in that small town. So, feel sorry for that guy. So, anyway, earlier I made up some steaks. I marinated. I cooked up 3 packs of bacon, of thick sliced bacon. Those 3 packs that you get from Sam's. I cooked those up and I saved the grease in my mason jar. And then I was done with that. While I was cooking the bacon, I took these 3 steaks and put them in a Ziploc bag with some Italian dressing and had them marinating in that Italian dressing. And then I was done cooking the bacon and I drained off the rest of the grease into the mason jar. I cooked up those 3 steaks and I ate one of them when I was done. And steaks marinated in Italian dressing are really good. If you haven't tried it, you should. It's really good. Otherwise, I use a whole bunch of different seasonings, a way that I learned from my wife. She uses curry, meat tenderizer, ranch, white pepper, regular pepper, a couple different steak seasonings. I think I already said curry. And by the time we're done, we've got like 8 different seasonings on those steaks on both sides, and cooking those up on the griddle, and they turn out really good. But it's real easy to over season, and most seasonings are pretty much consist of salts. So every time you're putting seasonings on, you're not only adding those flavors, you're adding those salts on there too. So it's easy to get a very salty steak if you overdo it. So you gotta kind of less is more type of thing. But it turns out really good if you season them up right. So there's that. And so now I got those steaks I can eat a little later. So it turns out really good. You guys really need to try that if you haven't. So I am fixing on trying to make a few videos for you guys, and I'm just waiting for a good time to opportunities to do some recordings of videos. Just trying to decide how if I want to use my GoPro or my handy cam for that. I'm just leery about pulling out cameras when I'm at customers, because some of them are very particular about video cameras and stuff. Most of the time they're probably not going to care or even pay attention, but you just got to be careful, because some businesses, I don't want to get in trouble again like I did when I was at Randy's. That almost resulted in me getting fired when I was there, when I was trying to film myself. I was just trying to do a backing video in the parking lot, and they made a big old deal about it, and it is just stupid. It's not like I was bringing the video camera inside their warehouse recording how they mix up all their liquid egg and make up their product. I was just recording myself backing up a tanker truck in a parking lot, and no big deal. What are you afraid I'm going to show that you guys are putting your tank, putting your trailers in there like sardine cans, and you got a gravel lot, and you're backing up against old railroad tracks that aren't being used anymore or whatever? I mean, what's the big deal? But whatever. You just got to be careful when you're a YouTuber and being respectful and tactful when you're pulling out a video camera to record stuff and not recording people against their will. When you're out in public, you can record whatever you want, but you still want to be careful. You still want to be respectful about it and not piss people off. So how many of you guys are ready for winter to start up? I can definitely tell we're moving into that in the fall, because it's starting to be chilly in the mornings and in the evenings, but blazing hot during the day, which always kind of marks the change in the fall. Trees are going to start browning, and you're going to start having leaves everywhere. We're going to start having cold weather, dealing with snow and ice and all that kind of stuff. And then they'll separate the men from the boys, the real truck drivers from the wannabes, because I don't know about you guys, but it's got to be pretty bad before I'll shut down. I'll pretty much drive through about anything and just try to get to wherever I'm going, because most of the time it's not really that big of a deal. You just gotta be respectful and mindful of the conditions and know your limitations. You gotta know the limitations, your own personal limitations, and the limitations of the truck, and know how to drive in whatever the road conditions are, whether it's ice, snow, or rain, or whatever. You gotta know how to drive in that stuff. And so there's a lot of people that let themselves get all scared of it. You can't do that. I don't think I'm going to stay in much longer, because there's really nobody on. It's really early in the morning. Most of y'all are either driving or sleeping right now, and probably aren't going to be getting on. You might watch this on the replay. So I'm going to grab my video camera and I'm going to actually do a video and then upload that. So I'll catch you on the replay for those of you guys watching this on the replay, and I'll catch you guys on the next video that I'm gonna pretty much go do right now. So I've got a couple different video ideas that I'm gonna do, but yeah. Talk to you guys later. Catch you guys next video. Thanks for coming by and watching. Bye.